You know, this is important because one of the things, the mistake that progressives make is we look at what we're going to do going into the year ahead. We're here in Washington, we're about to do an inaugural, and we have a tendency to say, oh, well, you know, I mean, these are where the fights are. Media, you know, can't seem to turn its camera very often away from Washington, D.C. But Randy, it's vital that people follow these state fights, not just in Arizona, but in states around the country, because often that's where human beings actually are putting themselves on the line against the bad policy. It's not something esoteric in Washington, it's real on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely, because what you saw in Arizona, unfortunately, what happened in Arizona did not stay in Arizona, right? Those types of laws, they started going to different states. And so it's important not to allow someone as extreme as Russell Pierce to have that national platform. It's important for us as progressives to say, hey, if you're going to behave in that way, there are going to be real consequences. Not some process just at your office, but you're going to, let's check this out. 2 years ago, Russell Pierce took the whole oath and was reigning over as president of the Senate. Today, he is unemployed. Unemployed. The other thing I want to tell you, so he came back, because after we defeated him, real quick story, after we defeated him, he said, oh, you only beat me because it was a general thing, you know, but if, once it comes to primary time, because the Republicans have a 30-point edge, I'll go back in there. So that primary came up this last August 2012, he ran for the primary. But another gentleman named Bob Wordsey, another Republican, got involved, which was great. He's pro-Dream Act, a conservative, but pro-Dream Act, and he's not anti-Latino. So we went in the field, 7 weeks going door to door, got 540 Democrats to register as independents. We increased independent turnout by 300%, and come election night, a Republican primary, Russell Pierce lost by double digits. In a Republican primary, right? But that's what it takes, but we didn't stop, we didn't step back, we said this fight continues. It continues to go. You don't rest on what's happened. So that's...
And one final thing, yeah, you can applaud that. Yeah. One final thing.
Most Democrats will never get involved in a Republican primary, they stay back.
So they'll think progressives cross those lines, go where the fight is. But one other thing. Russell Pierce was a national leader of an organization called the American Legislative Exchange Council, ALEC. And this is another reason why we watch these state fights. Because a bad idea that gets nurtured in Arizona is taken by ALEC and its billionaire backers into every state in the country. And you have fought ALEC hard down in Arizona because you're considered, as Bill Moyer said, to be ALEC's playground.
I guess I wear it as a badge of honor, badge of courage, but it shows with our labor allies, with other folks in the community, yes, we're able to take these fights on. But some of these folks, they become mouthpieces for another agenda. You know that better than I do. So it's about us continuing the fight. That there have to be consequences to rein people in so we don't have the type of situation that we have. If you compare what happened in this last legislative session in Arizona, there were no immigration bills. Wonder why that happened, right? It was toned down severely because the person that they got elected, his name was Jerry Lewis. He put the new president of the Senate, they got about 1 vote, and that new president said, Republican, all these bills are going in my drawer. And they stayed in his drawer. 1 vote. That's the power of 1 vote.
That's what you do. Randy Parraz from down in Arizona.